What's going on? I missed some videos. I don't know where I'm really at. All I know is that I posted the fourth video today, and yesterday I had said something about composure, and today I talked about composure, and today I talked about no, I talked about composure, forgiving thyself, and today I talked about learning how to say no. And I'm gonna just drop this video quickly. Sorry about my Xbox literally causing a damn storm, but this is what it is. Understand that saying no is so powerful because people, real life, will use you unintentionally. Like, people will really use you unintentionally. Somebody might use you and they're not trying to use you for the sole purpose of, like, how do I want to put this? Oh shit. They're not using you for like the sole purpose. Oh shit. Dang, I'm sorry. I'm trying to peep something. Alright. Let me focus on this task before I start streaming. Okay. People will try to use you in ways that is just like they're not trying to, but it's so easy and accustomed to them. For like example, it's easy for you to like kind of like, you won't ever ask nobody else for money, but you'll ask like maybe your mom, or you won't ever ask nobody for help to build something unless it's your dad, because you're so used to that person always helping you that you feel like, if I want help, I can get help, which isn't a problem. And it's no problem that somebody might look at you that way. But it's important to know how they will react when you tell them no. Not that favors should ever be counted. You know, people who do things out of real deal kindness never count how many times they do something, but it's easy to take note of it because you're not stupid. You realize how many times you've given somebody $100, how many times you've paid somebody's rent, how many times you've helped somebody get a ride, this, that, whatever it can be. Like I said, it's not to count favors. You're just going to notice it. So this one time you say no, if you tell somebody no and they begin to spaz, if they begin to be angry about this, call you fake, say, wow, every other time it was cool, now you can't, or this, or that. If somebody ever does something along these lines when you finally tell them no, it tells you a lot. It tells you that, it shows you too how much they didn't even appreciate it, whatever you did for them the first time you did it. You get what I'm saying? Like, someone doing even one thing for you is a big old thing. You feel me? Like, if you do one thing for somebody, it really is like, it should be appreciated. People have lost a lot of appreciation in the world these days. As I'm saying all of this, is really just also along the lines of, you want to also like clear the air and understanding the type of person you're dealing with. A lot of people will get caught up in having somebody that like they've never said no to, not because they couldn't or anything like that. It's just because they never wanted to. This is somebody they never want to say no to, just because, why do I have to? If I have the means, I do it. That's what how a lot of people think, and then you get in these situations where it becomes very detrimental when you finally say no. Like, some of y'all get into, you didn't realize some of the biggest fall offs for some people is, it's crazy how like the truth and like real pain so often does not happen at these certain points in people's lives. But then when you get to a certain point in your life, it's very easy for people to knock you off of everything you built, off of lies, off of being able to persuade public opinion, all kinds of things. So it's important to say no before you get to that point. Imagine, like, you know, you finally say no to somebody, and now you're like a millionaire, you're living your dreams, and then they just want to start a scandal on you because they're just like, They just become that bitter. You gotta be able to find these things quicker. That's why it's important to just get into it. And having composure, which we can easily get into, like having composure to sit there and be able to say no to somebody without feeling like, a lot of times a lot of people feel backed into a wall when people say something. Like, if you are personally feeling some way and it's because of your personal feeling, be able to stick to it. You get what I'm saying? If you don't want to do word, fill in the blank, don't do it. And don't feel like you have to explain yourself. That's a big thing about composure. Learn the power of not needing to explain yourself all the time. Explain yourself if you need to explain yourself to your job so you can try to keep your money. You feel me? Explain yourself to your money situations. Explain yourself to your, your significant other situations, or the people you're dealing with sexually. You know what I'm saying? Explain yourself to those type of people. Explain yourself to your brother names and all that. And even to like your brother names and literally the family and the close ones and all of that. Still, you don't always have to. You don't always have to explain yourself. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you want to go out with the bros, that day you don't want to drink. Like, keep putting the baba on your face. No, I'm good, bro. I'm good. You ain't got to spaz and be like, I already said I'm good. Don't be a weirdo. Just, they're used to you drinking, or they just want everybody to drink and have a good time. This is what's in the mind of all the people who are around you who want to drink it. That's what they're thinking is what's going to help you have a good time. But if you're having a good time, you don't want to drink, you good. You just happy to be around your people. Just say no to the baba as many times as you need to. Don't fall into it and be like, oh, okay, I guess I just, and then regret it the next day being mad. And then this builds bad animosity towards your friends because you think that being around them is what's fucking you up. But it's like, bro, you're a grown ass man. You don't have to drink. You don't have to do anything. Like, I think there's always been this perception where they say, like, I can show you one person in your circle and how that correlates to you. I think that's for weak-minded people. I do believe now that opinion, I used to think that, but that's just a weak-minded opinion. You mean to tell me you can't be strong enough to be literally who you want to be, and the people you just find to be your brother names, your sister names, your whatever you call them, family, however you look at them as close people? You mean to tell me you can't, like there's a difference. Like, if you got niggas who gangbang and always be trying to go slide out and catch hats, I would understand why you separate from these guys. You not trying to catch hats, but that's different. But like, what I'm saying is, like, that's different. If someone is like in a dangerous living life, I can understand that. But we're talking about like smoking, drinking, just doing like the things that people call like, the little I don't know what's the word I was looking for. Degenerate things. You feel me? Or like things that we know sometimes we gotta cut back on or slow down on just to like kind of better ourselves. Don't be afraid to do that. If you feel like you need to put the weed down for a little bit, just be like, bro, you know what I'm saying? I'm putting the weed down for a little bit, little tea break. I'm not smoking today. I'm good. But I'm coming with the homies. I'm sitting right here. It's no different. And that composure and learning how to say no and forgiving thyself. Nah, that doesn't blend in. But when you respect yourself and all those things, you'll understand how easy it is to do those things and you're still being yourself. If you can't be yourself around your niggas without the alcohol and the weed, what is that saying? That's the type of question you have to ask yourself. Like, what is that saying? If I can't have a good time with my brothers without it, what is that saying? If the next nigga can't have a good time with us without the what is that saying? Does it necessarily mean that he's a bad friend? No, not even. Some people are like that, not because they can't fuck with you without the substance. They just them as a person wants the substance because they are fucked up. Most people who are abusing any substance are fucked up in the head. Like, they got something going on. They got some shit they need to get out. And I don't care who you are. You can't argue with me to make me think otherwise. You couldn't tell me anything other. You couldn't. The more you keep on drinking, you know what I'm saying? No matter how much you think you try to function it, oh man, it's okay that I drink this much because I work out a lot, or it's okay I smoke this much because I fucking take CMOS, so it's okay that I fuck this many bitches because I always get tested and I'm clean. It's okay that I whatever it could be. Whatever we know in the end, taking a bunch of it isn't good for you, and whatever the reason you try to justify it, like, come on, fool. So I missed yesterday. I apologize for that, but I mean, I'm not discouraged. I gotta just keep going. You know, I just keep on going with the next day. You know, not everything goes perfectly. I was just sitting back more chilling with my girl more than anything, for real. But we're transitioning to this video. I appreciate y'all watching, because I'm really gonna make this one quick too, and I'm gonna try to make most of them kind of quick, to be honest, unless it's like a topic I feel like needs even deeper diving in on. I appreciate you for watching. I'm about to get the stream booted up and going. Cervante Gaming. I think it's Cervante Gaming on Twitch. If it's not, then it's just Cervante. If it's not Cervante Gaming, it's just Cervante, you know. 3 R's. It's important y'all always remember that. Cervante with 3 R's. Simple. Alright. Y'all have a good one.